Well, hello friends, Joseph here. Welcome back to our quest to play fun decks, and this time we're playing a fun deck that's actually also kind of strong with the Evolve Shaman here. So we're gonna go ahead and just load out, start working out our Jades. And so one of the big things with this deck is we're looking to have some massive Evolve turns after we build ourselves a massive board. And we're gonna be able to do that by, oh boy, so we ran into this nice rogue here who decided to get their patches in their mulligan, which I'm very okay with. We will use one charge of our weapon to get rid of that. And the reason why we were willing to go and do that is because if our opponent does drop their 5/4, we luckily have our Jade Lightning. Very, very strong removal, as I think we've all learned now. I think originally people saw 4 mana deal 4 damage as not that great. Wow, a backstab on a totem. I'm really okay with that. This is, 1 mana deal 3 to face, which I guess Rogue already has that in their classic set, and it's not something that they really use. We have a couple options now, and I think I like not overloading myself. And I also like the option of getting our Jade Golem army up just a little bit bigger so that it makes our evolves that much stronger. So we do have 2 evolves and 1 devolve. Devolve is basically like a mass hex in the sense that it gets rid of opponents' death rattles and things like that. I think I would be comfortable tanking another attack here with the Jade Claws. Because, again, it ramps our Jades up, and one of the reasons why we want our Jades big is so that we can get a big Jade Chieftain taunt minion out on board. And the fact that we have a Water Speaker to help heal us kind of makes me a little less worried about dealing with, taking a couple extra damage to my face, which is okay. And this also lets us totem up this turn. And then next turn we will unfortunately not be able to totem unless we coin it out, which we probably won't. Because I don't think getting a discounted thing from below at this point is too necessary. But we are simply, going to eat a Fan of Knives, it looks like. Oh, that's a really, really unfortunate turn from our opponent. And I will go ahead and do this. This is actually a lot better for us now. And I'm going to hang on to the weapon charge. If our opponent does just attack in here again, I'm kind of okay with that. Because we are... Oh, hello. Here we go. Counterfeit coin. Now, the only issue here is if our opponent does land a big conceal on us, we really... Oh, here we go. So now we could be in really, really big trouble. We don't have a spell power totem to help us out. But we could attack all in and then evolve. Or we could double Lightning Storm and clear this. Let's do the math really quickly. This is 3, 5, 10. So this is 12 damage. This is a lot of damage. What are the chances that we get a taunt or get a charger off of this? I don't know what the chances are. But I'm willing to go for it. Oh, no chargers. But we got some interesting minions. Giving us coins don't really help. Buffing our other minions could help. Strong stats. And average stats. This was a pretty decent evolve, to be honest with you. I'm pretty happy with that. The chances of us getting comboed down from 26. I think that's a free coin, right? I think, yeah, that also gets us a coin no matter what, even though the spell's on it. I don't see how a rogue is really going to be able to deal with this sort of board. And it's kind of interesting here. Oh, well, I mean, we're still in for a crazy miracle here. So it's kind of, it is refreshing every once in a while. I have no problem being in the teen ranks for basically most of the season when I'm playing fun decks. But it is refreshing every once in a while to play a fun deck like this where... Evolve is kind of a silly mechanic, right? You just gain random minions that cost 1 more. And you know what? It's actually kind of powerful. And I think if I were to play this all season, or if I know other people can play this all season and actually do very, very well, So it's fun. It's fun when there are fun decks that are also powerful. And it's just, you know, it is refreshing sometimes to play this instead of playing... As much as I love Genie Combo Priest, wow, our opponent's just going to mill themselves out here.
Well played.
That is a well played. My goodness.
My hand is too full.
I wonder if our opponent's just going to mill themselves. Oh, no, they stopped. Oh, no, they loaded up a couple more actions, though. Questing got burned. Another Cold Blood. Oh yeah, maybe we might get a fatigue death here.
Almost out of cards. I give up.
All right, everyone. It's fun sometimes to play with fun decks that also win. Ooh, and I just realized we do not have a deck list up for this, and I don't actually have a screenshot of the deck list to even be posting right now. And I apologize for that. If you need it, let me know. I can post a link, or I'll try and post a link. I'll try and remember this one. I'll try and make a note and post a link for the deck list, because this is just a fun deck that, you know, lots of people enjoy playing this sort of deck, so kind of like sharing those sorts of things as well. Evolving the totems, absolutely not necessary. Healing, kind of interesting. Forces, you know, hero power in order to clear the board, which honestly might not be that... Oh my goodness. Whenever this attacks a hero, gain a coin. This is, you know what? This is one of those things where you get, oh, if we had spell power and could just Maelstrom Portal here. Yeah, this is... There's too many things that I would much prefer to devolve. Like, I mean, devolving these are... Yeah, we're getting Wisp equivalent minions, but we're going to save the Maelstrom for when we know we have spell power, when we know it's going to be clearing the board. As much as, yes, this has been a bit of time dedicated to be having fun. Uh-oh. Wow. That's not cool, man. That's really bad for us. Wow. That is awful for us. That's going to be a bunch of coins for our opponent right now. Oh, thank you. I wonder what mana the 4/2 costs. Hey, that's actually decent. That's actually decent. Although, you know, this rogue probably has Fan of Knives, though. A third through their deck. Uh-oh. Oh, and there's just going to be tons and tons of coins. But guess what? Oh, prep and do crazy stuff. Prep, another coin. Just make it out of this world. Oh, that's too bad. I kind of don't even want to worry about it. Or do we have to? No, I'll go this way. I'll go this way because if there are just trading options here, then we can Azure Drake Spirit Claws next turn. In which, to be honest with you, looking at the fact that the nerf is coming right now, I've been thinking about this. Oh wait, we need to find out how much this costs. Oh, 3, okay. This is probably a devolve. Oh yeah, oh yes, just devolve all over. Just get out of here, friend. Oh no. Oh no. That's pretty bad for us now, isn't it? That's a really strongly statted 2-drop. That's gonna cause a lot of damage. There's... Oh my goodness. What do we do? This is if we're playing the longer game. I really don't want to Hex. I mean, if we get spell power, we're left with a spell power totem that just gets removed immediately. I think this is how we play to try to win, right? So when I was talking about having some Wind Fury, we were not kidding, huh? There's a good chance that this is still a huge loss for us. Actually, whoa, what did I do with the volume now? Oh no, yeah, we need to attack and... Oh my goodness. I'm all thrown off now. Oh well, we'll see. We can top deck heals though. We can top deck some heals. What's getting sapped? The 3/3? Oh, okay. Oh, not face, not face. Okay. I'm okay with that. Top deck heals. Top deck heals. This is less great for us. 4, and then what do we have for 3? Our opponent could just be waiting on... Okay, we gotta go face here. Our opponent could just be waiting on top decking a... Why can't I remember the name? Rockbiter? A Rockbiter obviously destroys us. Oh, that's such a good pickup too. I've been having pretty bad roommate aggro while I've been trying to play this afternoon here. Ooh, not that it would have made any difference. It would have actually made a difference because I would have had a 3-1 and a 2-3 there. Oh my goodness. Into another conceal. Our opponent has just been... This rogue has been going crazy. Into that's a good sap. See, that's a strong sap from our opponent. Now we don't get any crazy... Oh boy. How are we going to do this? Into a burgle. Just looking for that. Well, wait. Okay. See, this is how much I've completely been off. How we've been completely off our game so far. I just said the fact that our opponent would be able to... Our opponent would be rock-bitering just because I saw the Doomhammer. This is how little attention apparently I'm paying. And we'll go face again here. And now we have to hope that we dodge... We have not seen Eviscerate, have we? SI7. There's a lot of direct damage that Rogue could have to be able to beat us here. Wow, that's a little terrifying. I wonder if we have it, though. Oh yeah, that's lethal for us. Wow, that is a crazy... You know what? This is what happens. We get these fun board states. Oh, there's our heals finally. And I'd love to evolve here, but we cannot afford losing the spell power right now. Oh my goodness. I don't know what happened there in the middle of the game when I had to run away, but this was a fun game. I hope you all enjoyed it. Like I said, we can play these fun decks and also win sometimes. I know these aren't the greatest ranks, but if you're enjoying seeing the fun decks and the funner side of Hearthstone, feel free to hit that big red subscribe button below. I'll see you next time.